On this episode of Take One, new cybersecurity and COVID-19 snow days. Also, finding your talent and a special interview with the man behind Barstool Broncos. These stories and more coming up next on Take One. Welcome to Take One. I'm Marcos Guadarrama. A team of experts in the computer science and political science departments at Boise State University have been awarded $500,000 from Idaho's Secretary of State to establish the Idaho Election Cybersecurity Center. The goal is to recommend and develop tools, technologies, and policies to protect fair and democratic election processes from cyber and information attacks. The program will include research priorities such as identifying and detecting election vulnerabilities, online voter registration systems, misinformation during an election security of political campaigns, and paper and electronic voting. Jenna couldn't be in the studio with us today, so now we're going to send it over to her via video call in her living room.
Thanks, Marcos. Snow days are something that have been around for generations. Kids in schools would be able to get, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Guys, I'm so sorry. There was no recovering that one. I'm so sorry. Oh. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Marcos. Snow days are something that have been around for generations. Kids in school would be able to stay home watching TV or go hang out with their friends. However, now that schools were forced to go to online schooling, those snow days might be up. When the COVID pandemic happened, many kids had to go to online schooling in order to get their education. This showed that as long as these kids have access to the internet, they can still learn. The downside to this is that snow days could be looked at as a thing of the past. Teachers will be able to still reach their students from home, giving them their assignment, study guides, and any other lessons they would be getting on that day. Even New York City's education system has been virtual learning as a solution to snow days. Now for some laughs, let's take it over to the Spec Studio with Eric, Emma, and Ben.
Thank you, Jenna. Have you ever struggled when trying to find your special talent? Sometimes it feels like this endless cycle of trying new things only to fail miserably and then do it all over again. Well, enough excuses. Recently, a man in Idaho broke the Guinness World Record for using his mouth to bounce ping pong balls off of a wall 43 times in 30 seconds. Useless talents like drawing or singing are so 2006. I mean, they couldn't dream of matching the skill required to perform such a beautiful maneuver. See, the main key to finding out your special talent is to do things that nobody else does or cares about. This allows you to find your calling while also being the weirdest cousin at the barbecue. I mean, just think of it. You could belt out a Whitney Houston cover at dinner and bring smiles to the whole family, or you could be a badass and eat an entire Pringles can in under a minute like a true prodigy. You choose. I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to you, but in a time where we don't know how much time we have left, might as well take a risk or five.
A few weeks ago, I reported a story about Barstool Broncos and the entertaining content that their page posts for Boise State fans every day. We are now excited to announce that we will be bringing on our own Barstool Broncos segment. Before we begin, though, I wanted to sit down and talk one-on-one with Mr. Barstool Broncos himself to ask a few questions about what it's like to run these famed accounts. Let's take a look.
Emma Richardson from Take One here. Today I get to interview the man behind the madness, Mr. Barstool Broncos himself. Thank you so much for sitting down with me, Mr. Barstool Broncos. I really appreciate it.
Wow, thanks for having me. I am stoked to be here right now.
So how long have you been running the account?
I got the account February 1st, and I've been running it ever since.
And what does a regular day at the office look like for you?
Well, usually when I sit down at Barstool Boise headquarters, I open my phone, I look through my DMs, I skip right past the ones of a bunch of screaming girls just filming nothing. They send to me at 3 in the morning. Skip past those, get to the good stuff, and then I decide what I'm going to post today, what I'm going to post tomorrow. I've been getting a lot of good submissions. I'll hold off so we have fun content for the whole week. Let me tell you, my camera roll is messed up right now. If I'm trying to find a picture of myself from a month ago, it's damn near impossible.
I can't even imagine. So what's the strangest submission you've ever received?
Disclaimer, this was well before Goose Week, but I got a snapshot of someone gripping and ripping a goose into the Boise River. They grabbed it by the neck, swung it above their head, threw it in. I looked at it and debated whether or not I should call PETA, but instead I just ignored it. Don't want people doing that.
There is a lot of goose slander on your account, but I wouldn't condone the murder of a goose, especially on campus.
I absolutely do not condone the murder of geese. Goose Week was a pivotal point in my life, and I really learned a lot about myself from it. And one of those things is that the geese are our friends.
How excited are you to join us in the studio for your own segment?
I cannot wait. I feel like a lot of people are into Barstool Broncos, and to be on a show as influential as yours is just a fantastic opportunity for the page.
We're so excited to have you in the studio. Well, thank you for interviewing with me, and I definitely look forward to working with you.
Thanks for having me. Barstool Broncos on Instagram, Barstool Boise on Twitter.
All right, everybody go follow them. Thank you.
What an awesome guy. I cannot wait to bring him into the studio with us. Ben also couldn't be in the studio with us today because he's currently being quarantined. So we'll be having his rant over a video call.
Hey guys.
Hey Ben, what are you doing? You're supposed to be ranting.
Yep, I'm here.
That's great. But you're supposed to rant.
What?
Good. Good.
What are you laughing at?
Yes. No, I agree. Great point, Eric. Great point.
What? Ben, please just do your job. Just rant about something.
Oh no, I'm good. Thank you.
Ben, you literally have one job and it's so easy. Like, just complain about something, please. Anything.
What is there to complain about?
I don't know, maybe the fact that you're in quarantine?
Where? Dude, what are you talking about?
Okay, can we just move on?
Ben, what is wrong with you?
Nothing. That's my point. Nothing wrong with me.
You gotta be kidding me.
Emma, I would never kid. Got it?
All right, well, that was a complete waste of time. Let's just run it back to Marcos in the 360 studio.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Once again, thank you to all the crew writers for this episode. I'm Marcos Guadarrama. From all of us here at Take One, we'll see you next time.